Hey everybody, I am back again, and this week I went down to AJ Doolittles. They are located at the corner of Consier and Secor. Address is 8525 Secor Road. Again, right at the corner of Consier and Secor. But I got to talk to Brad. He is one of the owners of Doolittles, and just went through a few things, talked about the menu and that type of stuff. But speaking of their menu, I do have a few items I get to try today, which is exciting. I like to do that. But they have a larger menu, which is cool. There's a lot of stuff on there. You know, there's a lot of different sandwiches and burgers. They have pastas, lunch specials, a lot of different appetizers. But a couple of things that stand out, there's a few things I'm going to try today, which are the Brussels sprouts I'm going to try. I'm also trying one of their flatbreads. They have a jalapeno popper flatbread. And if you've watched some of my videos before, I like spicy stuff. So jalapenos aren't that spicy, but I still like to try to get a little spice in what I'm eating. And that's also why I picked the fire pit burger as well. So the fire pit burger is top of jalapeno peppers, chipotle mayo. So it's got a little bit of a kick to it. So we'll see how that is. A couple things on the menu that I think stand out that's just different. You do see it in some other places around town when you get into Toledo. But for instance, they're build your own chicken chunks. So obviously chicken wings and chunks are so popular. Almost anywhere you go usually has some version of those. But what makes theirs unique is they do have multiple toppings and you can customize what's on your chunks. So you can put fries and coleslaw on them and whatever sauce you want, you can do. I mean, they have banana peppers, black olives, mushrooms, tomatoes, jalapenos, onions, 4-cheese blend. So the sky's the limit. Coleslaw, french fries, pineapple, bacon. So you can put anything on your chunks and load them up the way that you want, which I think is really cool. The other thing is they have a ton of sauces. A lot of times you go certain places and they just don't have a lot of sauce options. Not that the sauces are bad or anything, but it's fun when there's some different ones, some different hot levels. They do make pizzas. Again, like I said, the flatbread I'm going to try today. So the menu is just very robust. Anything that you might be in the mood for, they probably have something that'll work for you. So that's really cool. So check that out. Again, I always put the link in the comments below so that you can check out the menu or the location where they're at if you're not familiar. A couple of things to note. They do have live music a couple times a year, or a few times throughout the year. They don't do that during the winter. So it mostly starts come spring and then through the fall. So they'll kind of stagger some live music in throughout the season. So definitely if you're into live music, right here locally, you can snag some of that entertainment. So just kind of maybe check their website or Facebook and they will have those updates when somebody's coming and when you can see one of those bands. Another thing we talked about is how much Doolittles gives back. I love to give back. For Wiens and Roth, I do a lot for our First Responders First program and give back to our local schools and to the fire department over the years. It's near and dear to my heart to give back, which I think is very cool. They have a golf outing every year. And if you haven't played in it, you should check it out. It is amazing. I have played in it before. And they give back to Make-A-Wish and Tunnel for Towers. And we were talking about over the years, I believe this is going to be the 14th year coming up. And we didn't come up with an exact number, but it's for sure over $125,000 that Doolittles has raised and given back to Make-A-Wish and Tunnel for Towers. So if you're a person that likes to give back and help others, Doolittles is one that definitely makes that happen, and that's through their golf outing and other avenues that they've done that. So they definitely like to support the community and support others, which is very cool. I think what makes Doolittles really cool is when you walk in, it's a very unique feel to the place. It's a classic sports bar. Anywhere you sit, you're going to be able to see a TV. They have 3 100-inch TVs in their sports room. And like I say, when you walk in, it's a very rustic feeling sports bar, but they have kind of the restaurant area to one side, and then they have your classic bar area with tall tops in the middle of the entire place, which makes that convenient to be able to get to. And then the other side is the sports room. Now the sports room has the 3 100-inch TVs. That'll hold up to about 80 people, and that can be rented out or used for any of your parties or get-togethers or any occasions that you want to host there. So keep that in mind. Really cool local spot to be able to easily have a party. And the other cool part is, a lot of people don't know, but Doolittles, they cater food. So they will cater out. They can cater right there for your party and set up kind of a buffet style. or if you're having an event somewhere, they will come out and cater your event as well. So the place is really cool, unique feel, nice open kind of setting. So again, no matter where you're sitting, you can see all the way through the place and see TVs. So let's jump into some of this food. Again, like I said, I got the Brussels sprouts, which is one of their appetizers, a jalapeno popper flatbread, and then the fire pit barbecue burger. So let's jump into that. Look really good. That's an appetizer that they have. And not a lot of places have Brussels sprouts, but it's nice to have something different. There's always something new coming out, I feel like, in the food industry, and they're always on top of whatever's new. Jalapeno popper flatbread. So it's got the popper dip on it, bacon, jalapenos, cheese blend, Parmesan. Check that out. Oh yeah, that looks good. You can't beat that right there. That looks good. And I did the fire pit burger, and holy Toledo, this looks good. And I always get the chips if somebody has chips. And if you've watched my other videos, like I've talked about, there's a lot of places around here that carry chips. So I always like to try those. And check that fire pit burger out. Looks amazing. Fire pit burger, it's topped with jalapeno peppers, a chipotle mayo, bacon, and pepper jack cheese. So it definitely does have a little spice to it. Nothing I can't handle, but if you have a sensitivity to heat, it might not be the one for you. There's something for everybody there. And we are going to start out with the appetizer. Let's try these guys out. Again, I love Brussels sprouts. It's not for everybody, but I mean, check that thing out. So it's the hot pepper bacon jam that's on this, and that is good. Now, like I said, I like Brussels sprouts. I've had them in a lot of places. They have to be cooked right, because if they're not, then they're hard and they're not good that way. So these are tender. I can stick the fork right in, no problem. Super soft. Man, that sauce is good. The sauce that's on them it really makes it. Those are good. All right, let's get into the flatbread. We got to get a shot of that. Look at that. It's not skimpy. There's not barely anything on it. Bacon, jalapeno. Just deciding which way I want to attack this thing. Yeah, if you like jalapeno poppers, this is great. I would almost, man, yeah, this is really good. This could be a good appetizer too. I mean, it's not on the appetizer. They have a separate flatbread menu, but very good. So the bread itself has a good crisp to it on the crust itself. And then that sauce is just really creamy and good. Right amount of cheese. Bacon's crispy. So those are really good. And they have a few different kinds of flatbreads. Now we're getting into the main event here. And I showed you guys this once, but it looks good. And I got the chips. Again, I've talked about the chips. Everybody does them just a little bit different. But everywhere I've gone, the chips have been really good. I will say this, what I do like about Doolittles is they have a chip dip. So their chips come with a chip dip, which I like. I always get the chips, not fries, not waffle fries, nothing. If you have chips, that's what I'm getting. Now we're gonna try to build this sucker. Look at the bun, grilled to perfection. All the toppings you get, so you can kind of put it on there how you want. I like onion, I like pickle. See, when I have a burger, that's what I'm talking about. And when I have a burger, I like my stuff on it. I'm not somebody that just eats a plain patty. To me, burger isn't meant to be eaten plain. So I like to have my toppings on it, and this one is loaded. Not even to the middle, and it's got a slight pink on it. So I like mine kind of medium to even medium rare. Not too rare. That's what you want right there. Excellent. Very good. So yeah, excellent food. I mean, all three of those items you cannot go wrong with. All of our local businesses and restaurants and everything else. It's so cool how I go into different places and everybody has their unique vibe and feel that they want to do. And every place is awesome, and Doolittles does not disappoint. What they do for giving back to the community, just the uniqueness of their place itself, their menu, and the items, as you guys saw, were good, and they look good, and they taste good. So always, as always, like I say, get out and support our local businesses, and always support your neighbor.